All right, I think I'm up. And if I'm running, you guys let me know if you can hear me all right out there. I have no idea. Good evening, old man 1022. I think you should be able to. I had a few things I had to switch around at the last minute because I didn't realize that I had to. But it shows on mine, so I think we're ready to go. So basically, someone was trying to hack my Twitch stream. Uh, Kept getting the authentication codes on my phone for all day the other day, so I had to change my password and then I had to go in and I had to do all that new streaming token stuff and hook that all up. So hopefully everything is good, as well as if you guys can hear me, I have a new headset on. So I'm hoping everybody can hear me okay. If somebody can do a shout out and let me know that I'm not talking to myself, that would be great. Other than that, we're going to continue. And Rabbit Sean, thank you for the host. Appreciate it. We're going to continue. I'm just going in to grab a railroad crossing right now. All right. Hope it sounds better too, because this headset was a lot more expensive than the cheap one I was using. File export selection with files. I'm going to go into my models. I will put it in with the railroad bridges. Crossing. Yes. Get. Oh, let me do that again because I think I messed up. Yes, I want to replace it. Get the parent. Do not keep the game relative path so it copies everything into the thing. All right. How you doing there, Mamelar? How's everybody doing? We're going to continue working on the map. I'm actually just trying to get some objects into the map tonight and get it a little bit more set up as far as the basics so I can get the fields in and things like that. We'll close this one down and bring back up the map that I'm working on. So not a whole heck of a lot going on, but I did put the animal dealer right over here a little bit a while ago, not too long ago, and I got to hook up those things tonight as well. So I just brought the model in, and I want to get some of these railroad crossings put into the map where we need them so I don't keep driving myself crazy. Amaki's out there as well. So we do have two more gift cards we're giving away again tonight. $20 Steam Wallet gift codes. Get you into the final drawing at the end of the month, which is slowly approaching. Stay tuned for that. We'll get that going. Other news? Nothing really. Been busy. Busy with work. Busy with everything. And just trying to get this map advanced a little bit while we're at it here. So gotta add in some railroad crossings. Now these are not designed to do two tracks. I'm gonna see what we can do. Overlap them like we did in the other map. Make it so we can cross over in some places. There's gonna have to be a lot of these, but I want to start getting the road system, the rest of the road system in and figure out where fields are going to go and move in the direction of figuring out where everything is going to be. I think I'll widen that road up so it's about the size of the other one. We'll make it a little block wider in a minute. You've got your sleep trigger working. Good thing. I haven't even tested mine yet, but I don't know why it wouldn't work. It should. Let's see, gravel. gravel road. We're going to just make this one a little wider so it matches the other side and matches up with the railroad crossing here. We're going to have to hook up the animal dealer by putting triggers in. Right now it has no triggers. I just put the building in there. So what we need to do is I'm going to go find the, let's see if there's any animal loading triggers. Right there, they're already in the map somewhere. Let's see what we got. It's a pretty simple trigger. Let's bring that over here. Put it in right in front. Fetzdog, thank you so much for your sub there, Fetzdog. Appreciate that. You're awesome. 4 months in a row. That is awesome. So I hope, yeah, I got a new headset. Needed to get something a little better. I also needed to get myself a solid state drive. So I got the Walmart special. They didn't have terabyte drives, but I got another 500 gig because I am running out of space, constantly deleting stuff so I can keep them on map making. I don't know where in the original game animal loading trigger for the dealer was, but I think it was right here. That should work. We probably got to get some, let's see if there's lots of things floating around in this map still. Where was it? I know there's somewhere up here. I found a trigger marker. I'm looking for my trigger markers. We're going to have to draw a lot of fields. Roads, BGA, no. Where would the trigger markers be? I know I had one floating and I clicked on it earlier. Now I can't see it. But it was right out here somewhere. Maybe it was back by the farm over here. If I can find it, I'll know where the rest of mine are buried. I thought it was by the main station. Here, let's do it this way. Let's highlight everything and then we'll see what's floating in the sky. If there is anything. There they are. You see? I've got a trigger marker right here. Oh, that's transport missions there, but there's the trigger markers right there. So we got the warning stripes for the vehicle selling, warning stripes for wood selling. The animal dealer warning stripes is what I was looking for. And we gotta put those into place. Put those over here. Lower them right to the ground. Gameplay. Was it in gameplay trigger markers? Yeah, it was. There you go. Alright. So we gotta get a wool sell point in here, a wood sell point, the vehicle selling trigger markers. Let me see if the box is lined up. Close, but not exactly. Get it closer to where it's supposed to be. Warnings for the vehicle sell goes to the vehicle shop. And where do we want to put that? I guess it used to be inside one of the bays. On the other map, I ended up putting in 2 so we could sell the bigger equipment. We'll probably put one outside again on this one as well. Oops, I just clicked off of it. Alright, vehicle shop gameplay. We got the vehicle shop trigger outside there for triggering the vehicle shop, but we do need to import a cell trigger for the vehicle shop. Let's see what else we have. And warning stripes for vehicle selling are there. I gotta get that trigger in there. We gotta put in a wood sell point and a wool sell point. Warning stripes barn. I don't even have a barn in here. But anyway, we're getting there. So I gotta think. I hate thinking. Let me save that for a minute. And see if I can find my triggers in my other map and export them into this one for the vehicle shop. I got to get the sell points in. What else do we want to get? We want to get a wool sell point, and we got to set up some type of wood sell point, but I don't even know where forests are going to be yet down here. So we'll figure that out a little bit later. All right, let me go into the industries map, which if you remember, I edited the train file by accident. Fix that as well. Let's see, map SA, load it up. Let's see what we can grab from there. So, exclamation point points to check your points. Sorry about the little late start, but I had to get some settings all done. Exclamation point points, we got a giveaway today. I gotta reset this. And we're gonna start the first giveaway entry. Exclamation point raffle space and the number of entries for the first $20 Steam Wallet gift card. You guys will have a half hour to get in it. There's only 20 people I see, 20 viewers, so it's a small crowd tonight. Good day to spend your points on the first one here. We'll make another announcement about halfway through if I remember. Opening that giveaway for the $20 Steam Wallet code. Entries cost 1,000, max entries. There you go. So check your points, get in, gotta be in it to win it. And I will get back to working on this map. Run my, I just ran a 64x script, not the 16x. Yeah, I have a 64x script that actually works too. Not that we're working on any 64x maps anytime soon. But I did start one. just the basics. All right. Animal dealer, we need to have the animal dealer. If I load up maps, let's see, we're in the map class map. No, we don't want to be in that one. We want to be in documents. No, desktop. What folder is it? I can't remember. I've got too many. PV Industries 19. Water field triggers, train system, storage silo, sheds, selling stations is a bales, vehicles, selling station. Open that up. We need to get the vehicle sell points, and they should be at the vehicle shop if we're lucky. No, it isn't, but there is the sell area trigger and the sell trigger. They are actually probably put into the right place with the, here, if I bring them over, with the coordinates, but yeah. I should have two of them with that, unless we, I have one that's gonna go outside, so yeah, I'm gonna export this right into the other map so we can put it in place. Export selection with files, desktop, map class, FGHIJKLM. We'll put it in the placeables. Oh, there's a selling station vehicles in there already. I have no idea why. Da 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 da, new folder. We want to rename it. I'm gonna put this one in there anyway, because I don't know what the other one is. Rename it. Whoops, no spaces. Vehicle sell point. We'll just call it trigger. Export. Put that one in there. The other one is the animal dealer. So we'll go back to this map. Desktop. PV Industries 19. Placeable selling stations. Selling station. Oh wait, it's not a placeable. It's not a selling station. Looking for. Oh, that's right. We already have the animal triggers. I guess we can put in. Oh, what do we need for? We need a bale selling. All the fun stuff. The train selling stations. Wood chips, wool. Alright. I'm gonna stick with the first one until I put in start working on the bottom. I'm gonna just minimize that just in case I want to come back and pull anything from it. We'll load up the other one. So if I bring this in, vehicle sell point trigger. Hey Bandit, how you doing? And hello Scurvy Nebula and everybody else. Yes, the drawing has started for the first Steam Wallet gift code of the day. So if you guys want to get a chance to win, there's a small crowd tonight. You got better odds till the crowd picks up. So we need to have that trigger put in place. We're going to bring one inside the building. And we can actually literally probably use the same one. Let me see. vehicle sell point. I have to go into, let's see, it's map SA items XML. In this map, we will find the, oh yeah, we gotta bring in the gas station one as well. Alright, so let's see, vehicle sell point. Are you in here somewhere? Placeables. Waterfield. I'm looking at the different paths. Selling station. Well, selling station vehicles. I had 2 of them. Class name workshop. I'm going to copy one of those lines and then go to my map.de items XML. Selling station vehicles. Map directory. Placeables. I think I changed the path. So let me check that out and see. Where did I put it? Da, da, da. Desktop. Map class. Blank map. Placeables. Vehicle sell point is where I'm going to have it. So placeables. VEHICLE. Sell point. And then slash trigger. Actually, we'll just leave it selling station vehicles XML. I got to get that from the other map. The XML file that goes with the trigger, which should be let's see, placeables, selling stations, selling station, vehicles.xml. We'll copy that over and put it right in the same place as here. Let's check it out. Edit with Notepad. Shop items, selling vehicle, placeable selling stations, blah 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 blah, placeable selling stations, selling. Alright, so this is where it's going to change because I have mine. I don't know why I did it that way, but it's placeables, vehicle sell point. And the i3D marker is actually called trigger.i3D. So just got to make sure you point to the right thing. Whoops, spell trigger right, or we will have problems with our trigger. And that is okay. Save that. Save that. Next, we have to change the position on that one. I got it in place, so I'm just gonna Shift Control C, grab the translation. Rotation's at 0. Good to check that ahead of time. Go back to my file here. Control V. There's the first trigger marker in there. And if I want, I can duplicate that outside somewhere. I think I'll put one somewhere in the lot up, maybe over in the back corner there, just so if you guys need to sell something that's big, or maybe, yeah, we'll bring in another one. So first I'm going to grab the warning lines once again. Duplicate those so we have another copy over here. Put it right in front of the door, I guess, on the side over here? I'm just thinking. If we got to bring something big in, you're going to want to have room to pull through. So I guess I'll park it right here. That should do good. And now we can go move the trigger over and make a duplicate. We don't need the trigger in the map when we're done, so we're going to be deleting that. We just need the new coordinates for the second trigger. And that looks good. So we'll copy the same line, put it here, and just change our translation. Shift Control C, bring that into, so we get the position of the second one. And that is that part. Now I gotta check and see if those are loaded in the mod description XML file. And we can do a quick search for well, let's see. Maybe I can just find it just scrolling down. What was it going to do? Farm BGA XML. I don't know if that's registered in here or not. I cannot remember. Yes, it is. So store item, placeables, point right back to. So in my mod description for the other map, which is this one, we got to add in the store item for placeables, vehicle sell point, and selling station vehicles XML. That one is in there. If we go back into the map now, with this deleted, hopefully we'll have a couple vehicle sell triggers working. Let's see what time we got left on the first drawing of the evening. Where is it? You guys got another 15 minutes. See, I did remember right about halfway through. 15 more minutes to get into the drawing for the $20 Steam Wallet gift code, which also gets you into the end of the month final drawing, which we're slowly approaching. I don't know what day that draw. I will find out because I do have my work schedule. Hang on, we'll get that up and I will let you know the date of the final drawing in just a minute. Check my work schedule for that week, the last week there of the month, the very last broadcast day that we will have. And while we're doing that, we'll close this down, jump in to our map. Alright, so we have the last broadcast will be Wednesday the 29th. What do we have? Today's Wednesday the... So we got Sunday's broadcast. Yep. Sunday's broadcast. Then we've got Wednesday the 29th. So 2 more days, 4 more cards. Then the big card will do. So we'll have 2 new entries, maybe. And then we'll get the big winner on that Sunday. So you got a few more tries. Get your tickets if you've been holding back. Now is the time to get in. You're running out of time. Got today, Sunday, and then next Wednesday to get into the final drawing. So spend those points if you got them. Oh, old man 1022's under a tornado watch. Yeah, that's been going on a lot out there out west. Better stay away from here. But yeah, stay safe out there. And if you're in the drawing and you win, you know what to do. Come back later and check if you lose your connection. All right. So what I'll do is I'll purchase a vehicle and see if I can sell it. I guess it really doesn't matter what color it's going to be if I'm just going to turn around and sell it again. Look, we have a boat freely traveling around the map, which we did last episode. All right, so if we come inside, let's try this one out first. Make sure it's there. Open vehicle shop and sell. So yes, that one works just fine. And we do have our second one right here where we put it. And that will make it easier if you're trying to sell something really large that won't fit through the doors, especially when you get things like, well, we're going to need extra money for that. When you get big things, that are a little bit harder, although you can fit it through the vehicle shop. There are some mods that are quite wide and a lot harder to get through, so boop. And that one should work just fine too. Whoops, don't enter, hit R. And sell that one. And there you have it. Now, I'm going to drive over to where I decided to put the animal triggers and test that. I don't know if I have everything in there for the animal trigger, but we're going to find out. Hey KW, welcome. How you doing tonight? If you're just getting here, first drawing has already started. Exclamation point points. Get your entries in. You probably got about less than 10 minutes now left to get in that one. For the $20 Steam Wallet gift code, you're running out of time. We might do extras on the big Wednesday broadcast. We'll see what the funds allow me to do. Okay, there's my vehicle shop. So I crossed the railroad track here, and I didn't want to. But we do have a couple railroad crossings in, so we'll be duplicating them everywhere. There, KW, get in. Use those points up, KW. Everybody's got to use them. Use them. Although we'll have other giveaways coming in the near future. But we'll be wrapping up the May one on Wednesday the 29th. So we got Sunday's broadcast and Wednesdays. And then you are done. If this is working, open animal dialogue. So yeah, your animal dealer trigger is working. We only have chickens, so we can buy our chickens here. We could also bring in a vehicle to pick up the animals. And that looks like it's floating just a little. I gotta do a little bit of adjustments on that. The vents are floating just a little bit. Take a quick look around. I guess they probably had the trigger back, but I'm gonna leave it out there. They might have even put it in here. Oh, we're gonna have the hay sell point over here as well. Yeah, I got a couple floating. This whole building has to come down just a little bit further. It's a little bit high up in the air. And we should be good. So let's take a look at that. Yeah, everything's just a little bit high. You can see it, the edges up in the air. Other than that, I did a little bit more editing on the mountain range over here. Just a little bit. I extended it out a little. Got to get some of these other places in so we can see where fields we're going to have. And I got to start putting extra buildings and decorative stuff in the the basic sell points other than our ports. So we'll work on some of those, see what we want to bring in until the factory script comes in. We still want to have a completely good working map before that. And I will probably start placing some fields down and just seeing what kind of areas we have left to put some stuff in. Might start painting some fields in tonight. We'll see. Once we get the basic stuff stuck in the map. Figure out where we're going to put some lower forestry areas. And we got to put in, yeah, we'll probably just plot out more of what the stuff that we need to get in the map, where it's going to be. We need to get some swamp areas for the silt down below, some smaller ones, but a few more. So I extended that mountain range because I didn't want to add access to it from another area. We already crossed the bridge. We already had a ridge. What I'll probably end up doing is putting a couple more mines. We don't have all the mines in, but off to the right here, there's a little bit of area that we'll be able to put. It starts a lot sooner. We'll be able to put the a couple mines off of here as well along this route for the mining. So yeah, let's get back into working. See where we are with our drawing. Renreb Raffle 4. Let's see if you still had time to get that in. The giveaway says you guys got 5 minutes and 54 seconds left. Right now, Lars02 is the big time entries for Lars02. Donna's in the house. Hey Donna, how you doing? Donna 577. All right. Let's move that out of my way. I can't get to my bar. We've got the two maps open. So our vehicle sell point is in. That's all taken care of. Our animal trigger is in right there, the animal dealer. I want to get some buildings in along the shoreline. I do have the buildings. I'm just going to have to place them all and move them around. Let's see, what else did I need to do? Our farm area. So I guess we're going to have some fields, some pretty good sized fields around the farm, main farm. We'll be drawing those in right along the, because that's where you're going to be starting. We're going to have our starting fields back here. Let's figure out where we're going to put forestry and different things. So I'm going to need some swampland. I'm just looking around. I was thinking about putting, I'm going to put a little bit of forestry area right up on this side. Just going to do the painting of the underlying texture like I usually do to mark where things are going to be going. Forestry ground 1. Woo! Is that the one I want to use here? Maybe, because it's a little bit different. Let's see what we got. No, I'm not going to use that one. That one would work mixed in. No, we're not going to use the sandy ones. So, oh, and then there's this one. That's the one we've been using. Let's see what that looks like with da 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 da. Nope, wrong one. No, I guess we'll go with checking them out again. We want to see if any two of them blend together. Yeah, we'll do a little bit of that one in number 3 with the regular one later on for this one. Make it look a little bit different. But, oops, wrong one. Boop. Go back to the other one, which is the one that stands alone near the top. Oh, you know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to change my mind a little bit on that. Let's back up a little bit. Back, 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 back. I think I'm going to try to put a small swamp and then build the forest up behind it here. So you got kind of a combo thing going on. I just go with what the landscape uh, looks like when I do this stuff to try to figure out where things are going to go. So we'll paint in. We'll probably have a nice forest area right through here, just a relatively small one. The lower forests aren't going to have all the tall, tall trees. Like, we're going to mix up the tree types a little bit. And I think I'm going to try to put just a small swamp, which means that we're going to, not that, we're going to do the replace, undo, get the ground height. Right there it is 101, so we're going to drop it 101.6. We'll go to 99.6. I drop it about 2 meters to make a water area. Actually, we're going to use the same water plane, so let me go down a little bit further and see where we hit water. We might have to go in the game and see if it's too deep or whatnot. Just going to make a couple silt ponds. Let's see how deep it looks. Yeah, I think it might be a little bit too deep, so let's go 97. And replace lower only so it doesn't go out. Raise that bottom back up. Now I can carve out a little bit of an area here. Now it's going to be tricky. We got to put some pathway where you're going to get into this whole section. I'm going to smooth out around this. Stay away from the road quite a bit. So we don't ruin our road height. And just we're going to have a few of these places where I can put silt in later. So what I have been using, because I didn't put the silt texture in this map, but it's the bottom, we can use either sand wet. Oh, let's go back to add. And just mark off like a little sandy pond there under the water level. Now you can see, if you could see it's a pretty sharp transition near the top. I got to be careful near the railroads. So you can bring in a much smaller smooth tool and just try to get that out so you don't have a large bump drop off that people will be hitting and jumping up in the air a little bit wherever it's needed without getting too close to our railroad there. That looks better. Alright, so we have that. We've got a forest up behind it, which if I want to make it bigger, I can expand it down this way a little bit. Actually, I like and it probably will come right over to the water. I'm just kind of getting the basics. Probably put that right up to the water, and then I see like a ridge right through here that I like to follow. Something like that. We'll plant some trees in. Now with the secondary texture, actually I see now also again, you can see the ridges that were left from the tool when I was changing the landscape type. So I try to take care of those different abnormal little things as I'm going around and designating the areas so that we don't run into them. Now, later on, what we will do to make this look a little interesting, I think it was number 3, forest ground, third one, with a much smaller circle. Yeah, and it'll blend in some of the leaf pattern in here as well. You can make it bigger if you want to, because it's the one that's patterned. And I just scribble it in however you like it. Eventually we're going to have some foliage on top of that too, so it's more of the under texture. Alright, forest. We've got 3 up top, 1 down below here, 1 small pond. We got to get a few more of those in. I'd like to put one kind of nestled in the hills somewhere. I'm just trying to pick a low area in the middle of the hills where I can go back to my replace tool. I shouldn't have changed the size and see how deep the banks are going to be. Pretty steep there. Might be the best place for it, but we've got a small one up in front. Da, 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 da. Let's see what else we got. I am going to, I want to get one out over here somewhere. We'll work around it with the fields and stuff later. Maybe we'll do one right in this little section. It's going to be pretty deep. I'm trying to decide. Tornado sirens are ringing for old man. Get into a safe place. Entries have stopped for the giveaway. Giveaway number 1. Let's see who our winner is for that one. And if we get, where's my pen? I got to write it on the card so I don't forget. Oh no, hang on just a minute. I got to get up for a second. But the cool thing is, even though I'm not working on the computer, this new wireless headset is exactly that, wireless. So I saw a pen in the kitchen over here. There we go. Got it. Let's pick our winner of a $20 Steam Wallet gift code. If you do win, stay tuned after the broadcast. I will private message you your Steam Wallet code through Twitch. And the winner of the first one is da 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 da. Oh wait, wrong button. We already got that. No more entries. Okay. Oopsie. The winner is Scurvy Nebula 18. Scurvy Nebula 18. Congratulations. That's a new name. Another winner. That's always good to see too. Some new blood in the pool. Of course, I grabbed a pen that doesn't work. There were two of them there. Let me see if the other one's any better. Scurvy Nebula. Congratulations there, my friend. You are the winner of a $20 Steam Wallet gift code. Let me spell your username correctly or you won't get it. Somebody else probably will. There we go. All right. I actually am in a pretty good mood today, so let's start the other one up. And maybe, if I'm around long enough, we might do an extra tonight. I'd like to get a few more people in there. If we keep getting newbies in, that's awesome. Let's do another one. We'll allow entries uh, starting right now. Oh, wait. No, not starting right now. I have to reset. There. Now we'll reopen the giveaway. There you go. Everyone can join. It's good for another $20 Steam Wallet gift code. Get your entries in, and I will keep looking for areas to put on the map some swampland. We've got one. We've got a small one there. I wanted to get one up here somewhere in the hills, but not too close to main farm. Maybe over here. I don't know. I liked it back where I was, I think. I think I will just put one in one of these lower areas. Yeah, we can do something over here. It'll be a pretty good size little hole in the ground, but when we slope it down, it'll be pretty good. So, make it a little bigger than we want because we're going to lose some of the size when I start sloping the edges a little bit. Smooth. You can see it's getting a little smaller. The actual area. So they're just going to be little places. Now that's going to have a pretty steep bank. Going to try to get that down a little bit. And what we can do is come back a little bit on the shoreline with the replace tool. I'm going to click once, remove, grab like a little step. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Left control R just a little bit higher. And then bring it out a little bit where it's. We'll go back and carve some more out here in a minute. Da, 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 da. I'm kind of just making it so that you don't have a really steep climb here. So left control R, I'm going to just go up a little bit at a time. We should probably replace upper only at this point. So we're at 102.253. I'm going to go to 101. Replace limit higher. That way I won't mess up what's lower. Oh wait, that's actually lower. Didn't I grab the right height there? Left control R is 102. Oh, we got to go to 103. Duh, I went backwards. 103. 1.253. Now we can bring it out a little bit further. Actually, could have went probably to 104 on that one. And I'm just going to make it so it blends into the landscape a little bit less sharp edge coming down in. And then we're going to smooth it all down. So we're making a crater. Exclamation point points. Check your points. Get in the drawing. Drawing number 2 tonight for a Steam Wallet gift code. You got plenty of time. You will get entered into the final drawing of the month if you win. And you have a chance to win a $200 gift card. If you're in the US, you'll have options whether you want a Steam Wallet gift code for $200, Walmart e-gift card, or an Amazon e-gift card. Other countries that do have the ability for me to purchase it through their website of that country, like the UK, will have the option for Amazon. But some of you might be stuck because you've got viewers all over the place, and you might just have to go with the safe Steam $200. You'll be able to buy games forever. No, not forever, but all those expansion packs that you wanted for Railroad's Train Simulator. You'll be able to pick up some. So we're recreating a pond, and we'll eventually get in the game and see how these look. I am going to make, you know what I want to do? I know what I want to do. I think I might make that pond a little bit bigger now, but I think I know what I'm going to do with the last one, or another one. South in the flat areas. We shall see. How's the map and the channel goals going? Well, the channel goals, we're probably not going to reach them because we're not getting the viewers, but hey, that's all right. I would have liked to get to 75. Map is going good. It's a work in progress. I'm enjoying it as usual. I love this part because I don't know until I do what the map's going to look like. I just get ideas. Like just a couple seconds ago in my head, I said, I really want to get the palm trees for one of the forests down on the lower areas. I'm putting a pond in here. We are going to make several areas throughout. So when we finally get to do the farmlands XML file and divide the land up into multiple chunks, there'll be the ability for many people to buy different chunks of the land that are the same. So not only one person will have control of the silt. We have some at the main farm area. We're going to have a silt pond there. Same way with the forestry. There will be multiple small forests rather than one large one. So if you're playing multiplayer games, yeah, there will still be some type of race, but it'll make it much easier. You guys can also set up the rules on your server play with this so that you might allow only one, depending on how many players, one person to own one of each of the types of properties, or you might let it go free and try to see if people might want to monopolize one resource. It's all up to how you guys want to play. But this way it will give you better options if you don't have a very active server, and when the factories come in, something like gravel or something that's needed to build the factories, if one person owns all the gravel and they decide not to show up for a week, everything's going to stop on the map. That was the whole point of making many multiple areas. I wanted to get it so that everybody has multiple options, and if you can't find it from one dealer, you can trade it with another or get one for yourself somewhere. So what I wanted to do somewhere, I'm gonna find out where. I don't know. I'm looking. I think I might do it over here. I wanted to put in, that's pretty close. I think I want to do something south. The best bet area would be, hmm, there's so many. I might even end up taking out roads if I can't figure out how I want to do this. We've got that there. I wanted to put like a palm forest somewhere, a small one, with the palm trees back in. And I was hoping to have enough area around it to, maybe I'll put one right in over here. I wanted to put a like resort type puddle, big puddle surrounded by the palms. So beaches all around, palm trees all around, combination type thing. I'm gonna need a pretty big area for it. Uh, I think that this will work. So let's give it a try. I might end up erasing this afterwards. You never know. But let's see. We have to go down in water depth to whatever one of those other ones was. All right, we should be able to put that in over here. Boop, 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 boop. So it's a pretty good sized chunk of water in the middle. I was actually thinking, and I might do it, I'd have to put a bridge in. I wanted to I was hoping to connect it to the main waterway. One of the other things I did was I added some stone along the edge of this bank just as a test. What did I do? Uh-oh. Something's going funky. Did I just click on framed rotate or something? Oh, I don't know what I did. Am I planning to square all the field land plots on this map or open the idea of field plot shapes to follow the hilly mountainous terrain? I tend to hate myself. I know some people would love to have more odd shaped fields. I just can't stand the way that the AI harvests them. Um, and the marking of them is so, but the land plots, actually with the land plots, we could do something. You still got to mark the fields. We're probably going to square off many of them. We'll see when we get there. It's still up in the air. I just don't like the way the AI goes on the odd shaped fields. I know some people would love to have them. We might have a mixture actually. I am building, that's what this map is really. I want to have different type things. So we might have an area where they're much more, especially up in the mountains, we might make some of those more contour to the areas that they're in. But in the flatlands, have more square fields, that type of thing. But I did want to get in a da 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 a area where we have some pines. So we're gonna go with, where is it? Beach sand up on shore. Oops, switch tools. Take away our replace limit. That would, and what am I doing? I have it on smooth, that's why. Add. We will get the wet sand in afterwards and add some rough spots to it. Maybe put a hotel on the outside outskirts of this thing. Who knows? But it's going to be a beach resort right in the middle where there will be some silt in the bottom of the water and palm trees surrounding it. So we'll have to change some textures up. All right. Next, I'll get my beach sand or my wet sand, wherever it is, sand wet for the bottom. And we can have it go up to the edge of the water, just sticking out a little bit. Because the waves do crash and leave that little bit of water on the edges. We really should have tested the depth because this is the low water plane. We don't want you to drown. We may have to raise the bottoms of these up. We can't have you drown when you get your equipment in the water, or you won't be able to harvest the stuff out of the water. And that would not be good. All right. Next, I'm going to go to the beach sand rough, make a much smaller area circle. Not that small, about 5, and just add some rough texture to some of the areas of the beach sand. You can see the difference between the smooth and the rough. We're just going to rough it up a little bit to give it some depth when we're in there. Keep some smooth areas, keep some rough areas. Around the edges. That should be good. And maybe a little bit more over here. Yeah, that works. Yeah, exactly. I'm thinking the same thing there, Kaskrak. A few extra, it would open it up to a, and that's what I really wanted to do with the three-tier map. So I think that that would be a goal. We'll have. All right, I think I lost you guys for a minute. I heard my headset beep. I think I ran out of battery. I must have been wearing it too much today, and I did have it unplugged. But you should be able to hear me again. Yeah, so opening it up to a broader audience with several different styles into the same map was the original idea. So I think you are right there. With that, I'm gonna just do a test because, hey, Brew Crew, how you doing? Because we do have the other forest grounds that I think we can put down that will blend in nice with the, well, we're gonna find out. I'm gonna have some palms planted around like a, and maybe we'll put some resort buildings or something. It's got, but I wanted to have a little like oasis type thing down in here, surrounded with a new forestry area of palm trees. So we're just sketching the rough sketch stuff. We got foliage to put on this as well later on. Might change it again. Things change constantly. If I don't like the way it looks, we will have to backtrack. But I'm just kind of sketching out an area where we will be putting, and it'll probably go a lot larger than, might fill in this whole area down here. In this whole section. Don't take away too much of my beach line, but we can take a little bit of there. Oh yeah. So if we have another, I'm gonna finish this up the edge of it later. I might go right out to the road. I'm not sure yet. I'm still just placing where things are going to roughly be and trying to get a feel for it. So that'd be kind of cool. Oh, that sounds like a lot of fun, tearing his shed down. Not, but hey, that's cool. Got caved in from the snow over the winter. Did that second drawing end yet? I don't know. Let me see about that giveaway. Yeah, it looks like you got 24 seconds, 22. Oh, wait, no, wait. 10 minutes and 22 seconds. I'm sorry, I couldn't see the zero in front of that. So if you want to get in that second drawing, might not be the last. I've got some extra cards here today, but we'll see. We've got one person in the final drawing already. All right, so we've got that. That would leave us with 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the mountain area, fifth place where we can actually dump some silt into the map. That's going to be pretty cool when we get that there. But we have 3 forests up top, 1, 2, and 3 in the mountains. There's going to be several outer lying trees. We've got a different forest right here that's going to go in. We've got that one over here that will be more palms and stuff. And I think that something, maybe I'll fill in over here with one. Just let's see, forest ground, the first one right there. We gotta work. I'm gonna put another area right over here as well that we'll put a forest in. Maybe even have that road cut through it. Put some along the side bank right here. So it'll be cutting through the forest. So we gotta fill those in with trees. That will give us several places for, and I will sculpt it out a little bit better when we get there. Figure out what we want to do with the edges. With those being done, we can actually start seeing where, and there's going to be a lot. I mean, this is some pretty fun hilly terrain. We can start sculpting out some fields for sure. There are going to be some massive fields. What else? Oh yeah, we got to get the gas station triggers in. There is a fuel station, one of them on the map, but it has no triggers. And obviously this is way out of way. Oh, and I got to lower that building. So do I want to keep that there? I do not think so, Sam. I am. We'll get rid of you. All right. I am going to try to build a little oasis forest surrounding this, and then we do have the beach area down here that we'll be expanding on and putting in some of the beach props and stuff as well. We may have some other small area beaches around the map, But those are the main ones right now. And we got a couple forest area marked. One, two, three on the lower, three on the upper. So there'll be six like mini forests, we shall say. Um, Let me work on gas station triggers. I got to get that working while we're here. So, if I go to my industries map, we have selling station wood, train Ford, all of my trains, wool. Oh yeah, we got to get the basic buildings in. I don't know what there is on the map, but we need to get the basic sell points in that are not on the harbor. So we had the sugar mill in this. Let's go into the default maps, and we got to put those in before and build around them. I don't know exactly how many sell points, so we don't need that open, but we could. Let's see. Oh yeah, we do. Let me go there. That was my default move programmed. Properties, local files, browse local files, data, maps, the map.de file. I'm going to try to use, right now I'm trying to use as many assets from the two default maps to create this, to keep the map size down right now. When we get the factories and stuff in there, it's going to start increasing it. But I'm really trying to concentrate right from the get-go on keeping frame rates as low as possible and map size as low as possible so we can get more stuff in after the mod contest. So I don't play these that much. All I know is that there are animal loading triggers, trigger markers, transport. We got all the transport missions to put in too. We can put street lights, locations, main farm area, animal trader area, done. Grain mill. So there's a grain mill somewhere on this map. And we can add that in as a sell point for sure. So I'm going to file, export selection with files. I'm going to go into my blank 4x map and maps, models. I'm going to make a building or sell points folder. We'll call it SELLPOINTS. Put a grain mill, GRAIN, grain mill. Keep the parent directory structure and keep the game relative paths. That way it will load them right from the basic game itself. So we have a grain mill in this map. There's a motel area. Let's see what the motel area looks like. It's just down the road. I don't think it was a sell point, but I definitely could use that on the lower part of the map, I believe. So export that to, who knows if I'm going to use it, but models. I'm going to put that because it's not going to be a sell point into a folder called motel. Motel, save, yes, yes. A solo house. Where is our solo house? It's just a solo house. Okay, we'll leave that behind. House ranch area, house center area. Port. Oh, there's a mountain resort. Is that the... What's the mountain resort look like? It is a... I don't know, is that a sell point in the map? The mountain resort? In the original one? We can put a mountain. Well, I'm gonna output it anyway. We can put it up in the mountains if we want. File, export selection with files. It's not a cell point. I think it has a fuel place too. All right, resort. We're gonna put that. I'm just grabbing some stuff. I'm gonna take a look at the other one too. We definitely, the grain mill is a sell point. When we clicked on the grain mill, we didn't get all of the grain mill though. We've got everything, but for some reason the big grain selling station generic, it's a placeholder. I'm going to file, export that as well. Models, sell points as selling station generic. Oh, let's spell selling right. And it's a placeholder, so it'll go in the placeholders folder. And then we can import it. Alright, we're gonna need that at several of them. Entries have stopped. The grain mill has a fuel tank as well. I'm seeing out there. Let's see, what is that place right there? Is that the main farm? It looks like it is. Alright, let's see. Grain mill. We're not going to have the fuel most likely because we're going to be making fuel. We'll probably be adding fuel in eventually, but we're going to use it primarily. Yeah, it does have a fuel tank right there. We could put a fuel trigger in for now, but it will probably be putting our own fuel triggers in. Also, when I do these exports, I do have little spots that I'm going to have to, there's like cracks that they use. We can either move them or remove them. There's a nice water tower on this map too. We need some water points, although we have all the swamps. There's a water tower that can be put in. I'm going to export that as well. I'm just getting some stuff. Models. New folder, water tower. And we'll save that into here. I like the looks of that forest area. That's pretty cool. Alright. Anything else I want to grab? We do have plenty of train stations and ports that we will be wiring up, so let's see. Also, I would love to, if I have the time, it's not a big necessity, but I really would love to put these power lines through the map too on this one. There's a nice set of power lines going through. It's one of those things though. You see how they place it in between the fields? We'll have to see if we can do something similar to that later. If I have the time and still can get this into the contest. Let's jump into the other map for a minute. The map us.i3d. See what we have in there, and we'll pick winner number 2. Let's get a winner for giveaway number 2, with Wolfie as a big leader of the pack. Oh no, with Lars02 going in with a lot of points too. Wolfie's second on the list. Alrighty. I've got so far Scurvy Nebula 18 in tonight, and the second one, winner of the Steam Wallet gift code for tonight, is Dun 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 dun. Lars02, congratulations, Lars02. You are the winner of Steam Wallet code number 2 given out tonight. With that, because it's another one-time first winner and we've got 2 new ones on the wheel going on the wheel tonight, I am going to reset and we're going to do another one right now. Open up a third giveaway. And you can now join for the next half hour. This will be the last one for the evening. You got 30 minutes to get in. We're going to give 3 today because I am just having a great time giving back, making it fun. Congrats there. And we are back in the US map. Let's see what we have for location in the Ravenport map. Why does it say To Do Cement Plant Tracks Incorporated? What is this To Do? Were they going to do something with them? I don't know what the heck is out there and why. Alright, that makes no sense to me. There's the piers, which definitely To Do Plant Northwood. What is all this? Why do they label everything To Do? Ooh, this is a big place over here though. What is that supposed to be? I don't think it's on the map. I think it's just off the map. Which reminds me, this is where there's some pretty massive decorative rocks. Let's see what the underside looks like. Oh yeah. I'm going to export this huge rock for a reason. I don't know how we're going to... Export selection with files, models, new folder, rocks. Whoops. There is a one with rocks in here. We're going to call it huge rocks. Huge rock. Save. Do you want to get the parent directory structure? Yes. I want to put this one actually in my map because I'm going to mess with the textures on it. I wanted that rock. So now we have a big rock. Because it has a bottom to it as well, if we can retexture it, it'd be the type of thing that we can make put over the different mining areas so they're actually built into the landscape. And so we got a big one. It might work out well. Alright. We've got to have oh yeah, see? It's the American map. They have to have trash. Oh, we need a landfill somewhere in the map too. Somewhere, sometime. Ba 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 ba. What do they have for sell points in this map? Anybody have a clue what they are? There's an OK heating plant at Fred's Gasifier. Is that the BGA? Scurvy Nebula, exclamation point. Oh, they're farming out there. They're not raffles. Yeah, they're farming up some money, trying to get some more tickets. Is this what is this? Is it a sell point? Anybody know? It looks kind of cool. The gasifier plant. Maybe we'll export that as a cell point and make it into something for now. Export selection models, cell points, GASSIFIER. We'll save that one out there. All right. There's the wool mill, the spinnery, and Hutton on the Hill. Let's see what these are. Hutton on the Hill? Or Houghton on the Hill? Oh, it's just a hut on the hill. Little. Okay, we don't need it. There's a wool mill somewhere. Yeah, that looks pretty good. We'll bring that one over for now. Well, we're going to have to make some edits to it. For sure. Export selection. Wool mill. Oh, sell wood chips and straw. That'd be good. Good. We can put some triggers up there for that. And this is an animal trader building. Ooh, Sancho's Smacky Snack Restaurant. We have a restaurant over here, which is also a sell point. So that's a restaurant. Yeah, we can bring the restaurant over. We need to have a few. Okay, we've got a few things from here to mess with. We got to get a few sell points in the map. Look at that lovely rundown. There's all the townhouses. Seeing if there's anything else I like. Da 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 da. I think we're pretty good. I would, when I see things like this, which I think, let's see, this whole Northwood plant, I'm gonna output it anyway. We might be able to do something with that. It's pretty big design. I like big things. I'm just gonna make it Northwood, I guess. We'll see what we do. Probably have to take down some of the walls to get around that thing. Alright, I've got some toys to play with. First, we will close that. One of the things that I'm dying to know is if that rock that we have is going to be a pain in the butt to retexture or not. So I'm going to go to my models, rocks, and it is huge rock. Open that up. Alright, we've got a huge rock right there. Just how huge is the huge rock? Well, take a look. It's huge-ermungus. So it will probably even have to be shrunk. But the question is, if I go in and I change the texture to, well, we've got mountain rock texture. So we want to go to change that in my map, documents. Oh wait, nope, desktop, map class, blank 4x map. Da 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 da. Maps, textures, terrain. What happens if we change it to I'm looking for mountain rock. Mountain rock 01. What does it look like? Oh, that's very hollow. Yeah, see, that's what always happens. I need to get a solid texture or figure out what the heck I can do. I always have issues with these types of things. Up, 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 up. Where am I? Desktop. Map class. Let's see what happens if I put the coal texture, which is a solid one, on there. It has like a pass through. There must be two material. See, there's only one material. I don't know what they did. So, just messing around. Um, I don't know how to get it back to where I want it to be. I wanted to change it. I wanted to change it so it would match. Let me do this. Maps. Models. Rocks. Huge rock. Alright, we've got the huge rock. I'm going to export it to the desktop file. Export selection with files to the desktop in a folder called rock. I want to be able to look at this separately and see if I can make the edits to it outside. The so there we have apparently my headset has like a timer or something that goes off. Okay, because it's not here. Do I want to read that? Sure. Okay. So model shaders, rock set 1, diffuse normal specular, grass diffuse normal, mountain rock normal. It's got all sorts of different crazy stuff on here. I'm gonna load it up separately. Remember getting that last drawing of the evening, exclamation point points to check your points. And it's gonna cost you 1,000 points per entry. Exclamation point. I'm yawning, I'm tired already. Raffle to get in. Let me get some light on this subject. Create light. I want to be able to see what I'm doing. I'm gonna make it a point, spot, yeah, a point of light, and back it up a little. There, I can see my textures a little better. See, it's rock set 1, Matt. I want to see if I can get a solid texture into there. Start with the coal. Okay, see, it doesn't do anything. Notice that? Nothing. Barely, it's like there's something overlaying it. So I'm going to save it now. Go back to the file itself. And file ID 5. I'm going to take this cold diffuse DDS. Actually, the whole path here. I'm going to change some of these textures that are still in here. All to the coal. I want to just have a big coal rock. The normal files are good. We'll keep that. Save that. Reload the rock. See what happens. What does it look like now? Hey, El Grandpa, how you doing tonight? Good to see you. JD fan, getting big in this one. So, not sure what the triplanar shader is. We might have to remove that. I'm just messing with a rock. There, that's what I wanted the outcome of. So, I have this big, huge coal rock now, and it's now using coal texture. So, file, export selection with files. We can get rid of the light. Let's get rid of the light first. File, export selection with files, blank maps, models, rocks. We're just going to call it coal rock. COALROCK. Save. Yes. No. Okay. If I go back in now and load up our coal rock, and then go over to our coal mine, we are going to definitely have to do some downsizing on this sucker because it's huge. Let's go down to actually, you know what I want to do? I want to change that. I want to try one thing. I want to just do it mountain rock this time. Try to blend it in with the mountains. So let me see if I can do it. Let me go back and make it a mountain rock. I want to make it the top. The bottom can still be coal, but I want to make a top rock that's the mountain rock texture. And I don't know, because there's so many layers and the way the mountain rock is not a solid layer, if I'll be able to do it. Go into mountain rock. See, it does has a lot of blank spaces. Let me save that. Go back to my rock. Edit that with Notepad. And I'm going to take that path and copy it to all the DDS files just to see what happens here. Just to see what it looks like, if we can get it solid. I would love to have a nice solid mountain rock that blends in with the rest of it that I could cover up everything. Put roofs on some of the stuff. But see, I'm not getting the solidness. I'm getting just the one texture. So where it's blank, something's going on. Let's see. Where is it getting? I see. I think I'm going to have to make a solid rock texture in order. Oh, we got some diffuse. Yeah, I can use a solid texture, but I can't seem to get it to. So let's go back to the other one for now. I'll have to see if I can create a solid rock texture with that. I am doing good. How you doing there, Senjujex? I guess I don't know how you actually want me to pronounce your name. Uh, we're gonna put the coal on as before. What is that one there? Is that it right there? Let's bring that rock over. That might be the original. Yeah, that's the original. Maps, models, rocks, coal rock. Now, when it comes in, just X. X works. All right, X. How's it going? All right. So with that, we have this huge rock here. We're gonna jump in and find our size. It is scaled way up. They scaled it way up because they had it off the side of the map. And it can be blurry off the side of the map. As we scale it down, it'll get more detail. Let's see if we can make something out of it, though. Let's see if we can actually, and what I usually do is sometimes I need to do multiples. Let's see. But what I did like was, all right, let's change our Y down to like 20. Let's scale our Z down about 20. We got a small one here. A coal roof. What I'm gonna do, check that out. The texture, the way it works in this, kind of weird. I am going to make it into, we gotta make sure we have it big enough. Duplicate it. It's sometimes easier to work with small ones, but if you have a solid one, some of the texture, some of the different rocks and stuff have different bottoms and look completely different. We can kind of piece them together and make its own sort of little roof over the top of this area. I'm going to check it out in a little bit, and then we're going to pick our other winner, and then we're going to call it, and we're going to come back. We've got lots of things to add into the map for between either now or in the next broadcast. I really want to get a lot of this stuff done quick. I'm just trying to get some free time. Things have been a little crazy, so if I get free time though, I would love to try to get a much more complete map and get this thing into the mod contest for sure. I think we can still do it. I'm just gonna have to get in for a few days and bang away at everything like crazy. Always got to check these out afterwards. I always end up with little light gaps as I put them in around the edges. So we've got two new people. Yeah, we're going to have to add those guys onto the wheel for the end of the month drawing. Two winners so far tonight. Lars02, I think it was, right? Yeah. Where's my cards? Lars02 and Scurvy Nebula. And we're going to get one more. Doing three tonight. So once we get this done, I think we've got pretty good overlap there. I'm going to put one more down the side over here for now. Take a good look. Now, like I said, I colored a lot of this stuff up where the textures are going to be, but the mining areas I don't think are going to actually be as big when they're done because there's so many of them. I don't want to put 10 million, have to put 10 million in each spot to fill it. I want to be able to have more of a building area, so it'll be just like little coves. What we'll do though for starters here is we'll go in and we'll grab that coal texture, bring my circle down a little bit, make sure we paint on the inside of the coal cave, and then we'll go take a look and see what it looks like in game. And I literally might, whoops, we got a spot back there, I missed, way up on the ceiling there. I'll probably bring it out a little bit, but then I'm going to make more of a pad out here so you can have a place to do your loading or put a silo and stuff like that. So literally with these smaller areas, you will be able to empty them when your supply is gone. But I'm going to probably end it right about there. Give you enough room to put some stuff on the outside of the cave. So we'll bring it forward a couple more pieces. Or we might even leave the entrance over. Well, let's see what it looks like in game. Hey, El Grandpa, thank you so much for. I enjoy sharing it. It's much more fun than sitting here boring myself to death. And no, I enjoy it. I love to see the reaction that you guys have to them. It's definitely great. And the more people that are doing stuff, the more I get feedback from the people that have used my videos and they've created some awesome stuff. And it gives, I like to share ideas, and you never know. That's what makes all the maps, I think, better in the long run, is just the number of different minds that can get on a project, and the things we come up with have absolutely quite amazed me. That's for sure. Let's go in and take a peek. I forget what we're looking at. We got the mine. Oh, look at you guys don't hear the sound in the game because I never changed that over to my. I have to change the game sound and desktop audio. Let me see if I can turn that on. And turn it down. Let's see if you guys have audio now in the game. Nope. Alright, I'll have to set that back up. New headset. It's kind of crazy. You don't have game sounds tonight. Oh yeah, the lake water. Yeah, we got to check out some of that. We're going to be putting trees in, start building up those areas. Then we can, once we get more of these buildings in on the landscape, then we can get into putting our fields in around. And we're getting closer. I mean, we got to have the basic sell points in. So we got a lot of sell points out there to drop in the map, find them homes, get some extra buildings in. Entries have stopped for the giveaway. We'll give away that last card for the night in a little bit. Let me go and see if we're going to lose cars in any of our ponds. We'll make it black just in case we don't ever see it again. It'll hide in the shadows. Okay. I love that we got boat. We've got more boats to put in, but that was just last week. Or last show. So if you wanted to know how we did the boat spline and added it to the game. So right outside the vehicle shop, we're gonna have like an oasis area with water. Let's see if it's too deep. Nope, we're just about right height for that, so that's cool. We can fill that in. We'll see how this looks when we get the foliage on top of the underneath and put the palm trees around. It should be pretty awesome. We have that one. We'll come over this way to our animal dealer, which we already checked out. That's gotta. I can't wait to get the finish. The more the terrain and the bushes and the details. Then it'll start coming to life. Did we put a pond over here? I thought we did. I can't remember now. Let's see. I don't think we did. I did put in a couple railroad crossings. We got many more of those to go. I know we have the pond up there. I said 6, right? So I can't remember if there was one over there. I know there's one up in the middle over here. One up in the forest, 2 on the side. I think I'm missing one, but it's all good. Yeah, the west side definitely has a couple. And that's where we're heading, across railroad tracks. Then we'll get to shape up this terrain quite a bit as well. Then we got to go back to the coal cave and see how the roof looks. And then pick a winner. And then set up the wheel. Make sure everybody's on the wheel for the final drawing that's new tonight. So somewhere out here we have the big crater like lake. Somewhere. It's hidden down in the valley. Can't even see it. I think it's over here. There it is. So yeah, you can get down here. We smoothed it out pretty good. We're gonna have one here. I didn't put the bottom on texture on that, but that's gonna be another one right here. Oh, we have the forest area that's up on the other side. That's what we painted in. And we'll head this way. That upper end is gonna look pretty awesome. And there is still a lot of terrain shaping once we get the fields painted in. So if there's areas that I think are too flat, I mean, we want this to be definitely a hilly zone in the middle. So it might get some steeper hills, but we do want to have where the fields aren't trouble. So there will be the forest right through here, and they're pretty big. I call them small, but it's a 4x map, so even small is big, and with a nice pond right down below it, which is gonna be cool. Now let's go up into the mountainside and see if we can find out where we put that coal cave roof on. I gotta fix some of the railroad track areas. Man, getting the terrain up on the railroad tracks, one of the hard parts. I could see a few gaps. They're very hard to see sometimes in the editor, but hopefully we'll get them all nailed. There's probably still some in the other maps, I'm sure. So I'm going to try to find a solid mountain rock texture so that I can have the underside be the coal but still have it look like it's mountain rock across the top. So I got to somehow flatten that image out into a solid mountain rock, keep it the same, or find something very similar to blend in with the rock that's already on there. Oh, well, yeah, a small lake where cows. The problem is that the cows are placeables now, so they'd have to build it into the mod, and it could be done. I think you could put a water plane into a placeable, and then have it be a place where the cows can roam down to. I don't know if they can drink from, but yeah, absolutely, that would be awesome. I'm betting that it could be done. It's just a lot to go. Still got a piece of guardrail up in the sky right there too. So somewhere back here, I think it was on the back road, there was an ore mine. I mean, coal and ore. They're right next to each other. There it is. So yeah, the roof, it's pretty solid, pretty good little cutout. We could put some. I do have gaps though. Remember how I said? So I will have to move some stuff around. But it has a coal ceiling, and we can fill in. I still get a lot of coal in here, even just the depth that it is. I mean, look at in the editor it looks so small, but when you come out here, we might even be able to cut it back more. But do we have enough room? Yeah, you got plenty of room to put silos, garages, whatever you want. As people buy up these properties, I want them to be able to set up their own operations. So the roof will be okay. I just need to fix the edges and extend it out a little bit more. Tiny little gaps right there, and pretty big little gap over there. But pretty awesome. I'm hoping I can put some roofs on some of the other ones, but I would like to get a mountain rock texture over the top of some of the other ones rather than the actual under texture. The coal roof always looks good. And actually, you could do underside and an overside to double up the rocks so that it has a different look. So we could actually put a roof over the top of this that's mountain rock and then bring on the top side and ore on the other so we have ore caves and different things. A little bit of work to be done for sure. So maybe we'll reshape the fields throughout here more to the landscape so they're a little bit odd shaped. The ones up in the mountains. There's very few fields up in the mountains. I got to plant a lot of grass on the and bushes along the roads. It's going to be much more mountainous looking and more trees that you're winding through when we're done. Just more the dense areas are the forest areas. But there's fields as we come off the side There's a field over here. And maybe we'll bring it a little bit more toward the edge of the landscape. I don't want to get it all the way around, but we can do some different things. I mean, there is just going to be tons of little places. What do we have mining over here? I have to actually stop. That is the gravel. I have to actually stop to see what it is because it looks very similar to the stone. This is stone has a stone texture. Yep, it's getting there. And that's a pretty good sized field for being up here in the mountains. I think between now, anytime I have between now and the next broadcast on Sunday, I'll probably just start painting grass and putting some of the foliage. I wanted you guys to really get a look at what more finished areas. Like right now we have nothing going in between. I mean, there isn't even a dirt road here, but when it gets finished and you have different foliage layers, it's going to be pretty awesome. And the field, there, these flat areas that are up here, oop, I missed a spot in the middle of the field. Got to fix that. Aren't going to be flat like they are too. We're going to add a little bit of detail so it's a little, but keep the flat areas for building around the edges. But we're going to start adding terrain back in. I just leveled it to make it easy to figure out where the pathing was going to be. But it's going to definitely be more mountainous around the fields too. Not completely flat fields up there. Oh yeah. So many different ways you can turn. I think there's a field back there. So it's yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. I think it's going to be my favorite one yet. I say that all the time. But there's no sense of getting worse. Then we've got this area up here that is even unexplored. It's just outside. There's some major hills. But it's going to be pretty awesome. All right, let's pick our winner, add our players to the wheel. What? Let's see. Winner number 3 on the game is giveaway. JD Fan and Donna, and our second and third to Wolfie's big entry. So those are the top 3 this time. And the winner of the Steam Wallet gift code for the evening, the last one for tonight, we'll have more coming on Sunday, is da 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 Donna 577. You are the winner of a $20 Steam Wallet gift code. I am going to put your name on that card after the broadcast, which will be ending very soon. I will be sending all 3 winners their gift codes through the Twitch chat in a private message. Congrats, Donna. And let me get over here and put on the wheel of misfortune. No, your guys' names. I'm on my other monitor, and I'm going to log in. Oh, look, everything's going crazy here. Let's see. Your donation URLs are outdated. I realize that because I still have to, I have so many things I gotta change. I'm trying to log in, but it keeps redirecting me. I gotta change from twitchalerts.com to streamlabs.com. Can I even get these on there right now? Menu. It won't let me do it. It keeps defaulting me to change my widgets, so I will guess we'll add those on and have them next time. I gotta switch some widgets around. How to fix this in 30 seconds. Yeah, okay, well, I don't have to, I'm not reading. Thank you so much there for whatever it was that just popped up. It was, we'll get you guys on the wheel. Shaky929 with a bunch of party hat bits. Thank you so much. And yeah, we'll get you that out. Your names will go on the wheel once I re-update my links. They've changed Twitch alerts to Streamlabs, and now whenever I log in the site, it tells me I have to do all this switching my widgets before I can actually use them again. Isn't that stink? All right. So with that, everybody, I've got tons of stuff to do, but we're getting there little by little. I haven't been able to do much offline off the stream. That's part of the problem I got, but time should be coming up soon. We get some more time and then see more changes in between shows. All right, thanks everybody for watching tonight. We'll be back on Sunday. This coming Sunday, we give away a few more cards. I will get right on giving these codes out to people. Give me about 15 minutes. And y'all have a good evening. And thanks for watching once again. Yeah, Chetty, don't tell me you just got here. Good night. Rewind. Chetty's got to get back here. I can't leave. Chetty's got to get here earlier. But I have to go. I have work tomorrow, so we'll catch y'all later.